This is Laura Duncan from CSMS. Today let's start with a review. We're going to solve this by factoring. To solve by factoring, we must make one side of the equation equal to 0. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 15. To find the factors, we can use the box method, or since the coefficient of the x squared is 1, we know that we are going to have two factors that multiply to be negative 15 and add together to be positive 2. Since it's positive 2, we'll have a positive 5 and a minus 3. Those are the factors. So when asked for the factors, x minus 3 is one factor and x plus 5 is another factor. But if we're talking about the solutions, we'll put each of those equal to 0 and we'll isolate the x to find the solutions. So while the factors are x minus 3, the solution is x equal to 3. The factor is x plus 5, but the solution is x equals negative 5. So the two solutions are 3 and negative 5. But there's another way to do this. The other way is by using the quadratic formula. This is the quadratic formula. And we use the quadratic formula when we have the equation in this form. The coefficient on the x squared is a, the coefficient for the x is b, and then c is the constant. Well, when we have all of those equal to 0 here, then we can substitute the a, b, and c into the quadratic formula located here. Now, I just knew you wanted me to sing today. So to help us with the quadratic formula, I have a song to help us remember. X is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now let's use the quadratic formula. We're going to solve using the quadratic formula. Notice that when we're asking you to do different problems, we could ask you to solve by factoring, or we can ask you to solve using the quadratic formula. First of all, make sure it's in the proper form and that it's equal to 0. And it is, so now we're looking at the a. The a is the coefficient in front of x squared, which is 1. The b is 2. And c is negative 15. So we're going to use that quadratic equation to solve for our solutions. So we'll substitute x is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So now that we've done this, let me go over some of the warning signs that we have. If our b is negative, you'll need to remember to put your b inside parentheses before you take the square. Now let's take a moment and solve this step by step. Let's begin with everything under the radical. So copy down negative 2 plus or minus and then the square root. Using your calculator or mental math, do everything mathematically possible under the radical. So that would be the square root of 64. And then I'm going to do 2 times 1. So that would give us 2. Well, the square root of 64 is 8. So we're going to have two answers here. We're going to have negative 2 plus the square root of 64 over 2, and that will give us one solution, and we'll have negative 2 minus the square root of 64 over 2. That's what that plus and minus means right here. So since the square root of 64 is 8, negative 2 plus 8 over 2 would give us a solution of 3. Negative 2 minus 8 over 2 would give us a solution of negative 5. And you can see the solutions found by using the quadratic formula are the same as the solutions that we found when factoring. Well, why would we want to or need to use the quadratic formula to solve these equations? Well, sometimes factoring can be challenging, and sometimes it's nigh impossible to find the solution by factoring. But the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula always will work. Let's try another. In number 2, it's already isolated with 0. So we'll substitute A is negative 2, B is negative 4, and C is 3. So now we'll use the quadratic equation. X is equal to the opposite of B. Well, the opposite of B is 4, plus or minus the square root of B squared. Be sure to put it in parentheses this time, because that's positive 16, not negative 16. B squared minus 4AC all over 2 times A. So again, let's simplify the things under the radical. So you can put all of this in your calculator if you like. And we find that we have 40 under the radical. We can simplify this right here to be negative 4. Now to separate these into the two problems, we would have 4 plus the square root of 40 over negative 4. And you can put that all in your calculator. And 4 minus the square root of 40 over negative 4. The solution to the first problem is negative 2.6. And the solution to the second is equal to 6. These are our two solutions. Now try number 3 on your own. Our two solutions for number 3 are x equals 1/2 and x equals negative 2. Let's try number 4. Our A is 6, our B is negative 3, and our C is 7. Please take a moment to pause the video and substitute it into your quadratic formula. Now that we have substituted our numbers into the quadratic formula, we're going to have 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 159 over 12. Well, when we do this, you will get an error from your calculator. An error is not an answer, but it does lead you to something. When we have the square root of a negative number, that's equal to an imaginary number, which we will not discuss this year. So in this case, when you end up with a negative radical, the solution is that there is no solution. That concludes your lesson for today.